Illumination. Let me tell you something about Enlightened Illumination. He got the Guinness Book of World Record
Take our
for
pictures down.
spitting straight freestyling for over 26 hours straight. 26 hours straight. Guinness Book went ahead and gave him the record because he deserved that shit. Enlightened Illumination also represented TRBRC. Shout out to your mom favorite. Shout out to Nap City. Shout out to everybody that's involved with that Mob 252. You already know. Shout out to the squad. So let's get it with Enlightened Illumination joint called Greatness. Welcome to Team Smoke. Let's get it.
Time for the greatness. Every feel great that you're saying. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Just to do it. I finesse the music and connect you to this collective movement. Investment restitution. I know you doubt it, but I'm the vet to prove it. In this doggy dog world, these got you right, causing mass confusion. It's not too late, don't wait for the class confusion. I'll teach you how to keep your bags moving. Hustle up and stack the booty. My bars are packed for endless humans. I see gold in 24 hours adding cabbage to them. That's just for their development. You follow me, I subscribe to massive jewelry. Dropping gems on the massive child. Being given back the improvement. To the time they pass is right conclusion. My word is the bag your ass is choosing. I done keyed the lock while it was trash. You had been choosing. Stand up and pass the school then. Let it sink in. I shut it down, that's how I drew them. You gigantic like Titanic when you lose him. But keep it cool, man. I stay on point, sifted on forward and power to my new pen. It's my shot. I write the story for the judgment. How to be a new man. Not to be a nuisance. You live the bread and niggas been nuisance. All the lost boys, I'll include them until they grown men. It's my science institution. I'm a dog cute man. That's my picture. Y'all fish out what I'm pooping and leave them stupid. Catching all the illusion. Thank for the greatness. Feel great, then just say yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. It's time for greatness. If you feel great, then say yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. So I innovated, simulated until I presented, simulated. It's the vibe as it permeated the minds that will circulate this. The crash and burn the matrix and free the mind of hatred. I'm sick and tired of basic. Cut the cable, X-Men out like LASIK. If they try to stop my faces, live like be gracious. My phrases, call praises to God. Glory, what his name is. Gifts is what he gave kids, and on the daily we just wasted. This past time we tanked this, but it's dangerous. But the love of fame is envious, brainless. Occupations to feel courageous, but copy dreams of the rearrangers. No power from a stranger. It's morphin' time, fight the dangers. Put the D up on the anger. Fix what they gave you, stole you all your favors. What happened to the flavor? I guess near the top later. I'm ticked off, but I love it. But it's hard to break it. You see the vapors, the fire consumes all of the slavers. I'm overtime, infinite the maker. Citizen on his job, watching all the bankers, clocking all the takers. But I'm a saver. She don't wanna be saved, just a taste of click stapler. And only dream the dream you only used to make up. Time for the greatness. Feel great, then just say yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. It's time for greatness. If you feel great, then say yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. I manifest destiny incredibly because I got the recipe. And no, it's not allegedly. See, I got the power to move now, it's telepathy. Ultimate word to my directory. This isn't even the best of me. This is the old version of what's left of me. And these dudes hating soon to get their hysterectomy me. It's time to start respecting me because God on my side and protecting me. Who gives a rat's tail if you bear rejecting me? I don't do it for I do it for my ancestry. Y'all like, check out my new cool accessories. I choose to use tools to fix what is complex to me. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Have you ever thought what your reflection see? It's kinda out of sync. Nah, I think it's correct to me. Nah, I'm trying to teach. It's a lesson, please. Time for the great days. You think then you say, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. It's time for great days. If you feel great, then say, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. It's time for the great days. If you feel great, then you say, yeah. 'Cause life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. It's time for great days. If you feel great, then say, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. Life is what you make, yeah. It's
Hey. Yo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Okay.
Shout out to
What
Enlightened.
up? How y'all doing, man?
Doing great. How are
Man,
you
shout
doing?
out to y'all. Salute everybody.
Salute.
Man, you know I can't complain, trying to maintain.
Andale, andale, mami. Ia.
Yeah.
Get that in.
Uh-oh. Okay.
We got a chat full of people in here. They're all saying salute. So great to see you again.
Salute to the chat. How y'all doing?
What up, people?
Man, it's great to be here. Did you say it?
My guy, what's going on?
Yeah, you know you my guy, homie. What's good with you, fam?
Chilling, man. Hey, Enlightened, yesterday made 1 year. You broke the Guinness Book of World Records for freestyling for 26 hours straight. Ow.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Man, I feel like I gotta do something again. You know, it was a great time. I want to have a good time again. I might want to go ahead and just for kicks and giggles, see if I can do the first 48. You know what I mean? Get my mind conditioned.
I actually have it on record as 26 hours and 32 minutes.
Okay. All right, you got it. Okay.
26,
that's what's up.
32 minutes.
Yeah.
You was going to the
You made history.
You was spitting everything.
Yeah.
You had all 80 beats.
Man, and the whole craziest thing about that was I was mixing and mastering and manipulating like 5 different devices, and I was on Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook and YouTube, and I'm mixing and mastering and changing the songs, and you know what I'm saying, fixing the EQ up the whole time, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even the same kind of challenge. I feel like it's a whole complete different. I was the DJ, I was the master MC. You know what I'm saying? I was the mixing master, the DJ audio, the video production.
You did everything, including staying up for that long and spitting for that long, and only taking short amounts of breaks. What was the breaks like? 15 minutes every what?
15 minutes every 4 hours, I think.
Woo! That was how difficult of an achievement was that for you?
Man, I had like more time left to go, but I got distracted in the midst of it. Then I started talking. Then when I realized I was actually talking and not, you know what I mean? Because I was having interactions, and then I actually formatted a conversation because it's like they're not understanding what I'm trying to tell them. So now I got to speak regular. And then I was like, I can't even go on no more. I then broke the rule. So I tried to keep it honest all the way through. I could have been kind of dishonest and then went back to rapping like nothing never happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I caught, that I was in a conversation. I was like, oh, it's over, it's done.
Yeah, isn't that a form of freestyling though? It was rhyming. Because like, in battle rap, let me talk to you. You get talked to. I mean, it still rhymes. But I mean, but you was using the beat though, so maybe. But some people talk on beats. I don't know. Well, at least you kept it honest and showed your integrity.
Yeah.
I could have come on going. I mean, I had more hours. I was really going for 36. That was my my cutoff was 36, so I had 10 more hours to give. I was just coming back from a break, and
Yeah,
then
I
after,
felt that tomorrow.
when I came back from the break, they was like, "Oh, you finished? Yo, I need you to do this for me." Then I was like, "Nah, I can't." And I was like, "It was
Yeah.
done."
Yeah.
Hey, how did you stay up over a day freestyling? What did you do?
I just ate fruits, vegetables, tried to drink water, stay hydrated. I was eating and rapping at the same time too. So while I was doing, I was chewing on the food, still, in my zone. But for real, it's just calming down. Like you just gotta calm down. You know what I
Zen.
mean?
Zen.
Yeah, you gotta know if you're not getting enough energy, then you gotta reserve until you can. That's why I went to the store. I had to get something as a boost.
Mhm.
To convert into some sugars, and then I take them sugars, and instead of it going to fat or anything else, as long as I'm burning that, the calories are going to burn one way or another. You know what I
Right.
mean?
What
So,
what was your muscles and your vocal cords like after you did that, and how long did it take for you to recover?
oh man, I had a sore throat, but it was some different things that was in play that I realized that in order for it to be successful, I have to have a element of you know purity. So that way,
Mm,
the sore throat, none of that, anything, is not going to be invasive. You
right.
feel me?
I
So
get
How long did you sleep after that?
not that long. I had to get up and go to work. They've been wanting me to go to work the whole time. They're like, look, I got something I need you to do.
Yep.
I do a bunch of different things, so different requests is always on demand.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, if you guys weren't around anytime last year and you guys are barely hearing about this story for the first time, last year Enlightened Illumination went for the Guinness Book of World Records for freestyling. And he was going for 36 hours. He made it out 26 hours and 32 minutes, 15-minute break every 4 hours. And he did the damn thing. That was legit the most, like, one of the most exciting moments of my life to witness. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so happy.
Appreciate that.
Very, very, very impressed with your skills. What do you do on a daily basis in order to hone those skills to be able to rap for so long?
I just really think about the context of what words truly are. You know what I mean? So in that, I'm always in that realm of words because I'm choosing and I'm always trying to pick and avoid certain things that create the gravity. That's what the whole song Greatness is on. It's like you generate your own gravity. And then when you throw the contradictions into what you think you want, that gravity is already attached. And then you start attracting the opposite, and you don't realize that you is actually bringing it in. The more you talk against whatever you think you're not wanting, and you just bringing it in. So I'm always trying to cultivate words. And in that process, I kind of find my own dialect to, and it just, I don't know, it just unlocked doors. When you get into that kind of mind frame, you unlock so many different potentials, because it's one version of rap. I've done it. I've been in that realm, and to me, it's easy. It's overly saturated and passed along right now. It's the thing to do, and it's overly saturated in my opinion. But that's the easiest thing to do, to be broad in availability of what things could be. Like you can take a piece of clay and you can make a plate, or you can make a vase, or you can
Yeah.
make a cup. You can throw it in the kennel and let it burn, and you can make so many different things from one thing. So why would we limit ourselves to devastation? So that's the product that everything is being pushed towards, is breaking everything apart. There's nothing wrong with things being broken down, but those pieces can't lay idle. You got to put something back together. So as an inventor, as a builder, as a continuously trying to fix things, that's where all the elaborate words come from, because it's different ways to try to describe to people who don't understand without using the words they're used to. Because they want me to say the word, and say, no, you're just beating around the bush. No, I'm trying to give you the straight facts without having the corrupt syntax. So that way, you ever had that rice challenge? You ever seen the rice challenge when you say a good word, bad word every day to it?
I've done
The good
I
words.
did the one with the water, where
Okay.
talk the positivity, into the
Mm-hmm.
water, and then negativity into the other water, and then with the positivity, there's no change, right? It stays the same.
No,
But
actually, the positivity does everything. Does something,
oh,
So the water that flows turn into beautiful crystals,
there you
and
go.
then the words that had malicious intent turned like a dark amber color, and it was ugly and non-structured. So the structure
Mhm.
was like lumpy, versus the good words was sharp, pinpoint. You can definitely see creation in it.
Right.
You see mathematics. You see all the different structures that they teach in geometry and
Mhm.
trigonometry to calculate the geometry to figure
Mhm.
out if it's a 3D space.
Right. Right.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely crazy. Go ahead.
yeah. How you get your name?
Man, it's just organic, man. It's just that's it just everything just blended in together from just a lifetime of how I generally try to help people. And in that I learn. So then I learn both sides, and I say it's always a learning situation. So it's good to be illuminated, but it's no good if you're not enlightened. So you can shine all
Absolutely.
you want to, but what are you shining the light on?
Yeah.
Perfect answer. I feel you on that. Hey, Eon, how long you been in the music, man? What was your first influence? Let me know.
I guess it's my pops because he got his own for real. I think he still got it. Hidden Secret Music. He got a label out there.
What
He had a
does he do?
he was in the music. He can still do that if he likes to. He just busy. Everybody has a life, and then the decisions and the doorways goes different ways. But he's a musician. He was in
As
the music. Got
as
on
in
the billboard.
he was
Huh?
doing production. Was he doing production, or was he doing production and engineering and writing, or what?
All I know is he was in the music and he started a label called
Wow,
Hidden Secret Music.
hidden secret music. And you were just basically born into it. Where do you hail from?
Philly?
Philly, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And so did you
Uh-huh.
find a lot of influences out there when you started rapping and getting into this genre of music?
No, what happened for me in Philly, we used to have everybody come to my stoop all the time. And then when we did flashcards, they did flashcards. You know what I'm saying? And it was wonderful because it'd be like 6'5", 375-pound dudes hanging on the step doing flashcards with us. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
got all kinds of, people trying to keep that positivity because they know what my family was
Wow.
about. You know what I
And
mean? So when they respected our area, they respected our zone and our principles and came and partook in it. So I think all of that just, you can see everything, how Philly could possibly be in the time that I was born, and what I was raised through. But the people around wanted to respect the type of aura that we wanted to keep. So you got grown men doing flashcards with kids.
that's dope. That is
Right.
so dope. And have you always gone by Enlightened Illumination through your career in music, or did you go by another name before?
Well, for real, Enlightened Illumination is basically the type of style that I'm going to originate from it. I have multiple aliases for different styles I've created.
Mm-hmm.
This style is Enlightened Illumination that I'm just working on right now. I had Twisted Lyricist, Tweed Fingers, I had PA Mac, and I still pretty much got them. They just different formats.
Right, right, right.
So I learn the format, I perfect the format. After I get done with that, I can always go back to it, but I create a different format and give it another name.
Right. Well, I definitely have talked to you a lot behind the scenes, and just the way that you're able to break down simple words teaches how we're completely brainwashed is with our own language and how
Right.
it's against us. So, you've definitely opened my eyes and, opened my mind to become an even more free thinker than I was before.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
thank you for that. Thank you for being that for me. You've done a lot for me.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I thank you for y'all, y'all tuning in and, giving me inspiration to give inspiration back, like a continuous flow of information, you know, it's
Yeah.
gratification. That's why I be telling people you got to be grateful for everything, because when you don't be grateful for things, it could block the things that something wants to give you. You don't know what that thing is, but that gratefulness attracts what the gifts is going to be, and the rejection of the things that you should be grateful for slows down what you receive.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm just
Absolutely.
grateful that what I mean, I could do that for you.
Yo, E, I met you through my guy YMF, aka your mom's favorite,
Yeah,
TRBRC.
salute.
Shout out to
Let us know how you
TRC.
got how you linked up with TRBRC. I know you you know I look let the people know how you got down with the set. You feel me?
Look,
TRBRC.
TRBRC is, a group of individuals that collectively get together to try to protect the essence of battle rap, you know, and in between, there's different things that people do, but a lot of intentions may be related. That's why they come together, for the same type of intention. But during the time period, things may change. But they are my family, and at the same time changes, right? Wounds do heal. They may cauterize, they may do different ways of healing, but they will heal. Eventually understand it and get in, and then we may be able to have a real battle rap culture that actually brings honor. And that's what the fight is about, the honor. My real struggle, like, because May wanted to go ahead and start battling and battle rapping. And I was like, not yet, because my battle is, look, I'm gonna show you a way that even though you're trying to break me down and beat me up and take away, I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna show you a way through all that. I'm gonna change your life. And then
Yeah.
if you get on my same page, then who gonna lift up the next person better and give information that other people who may be listening into may benefit from. So it's beneficial all the way around. Like, nobody
Right.
gotta have poverty. See, TRBRC don't just deal with battle rap. We've been thinking about, different platforms and different ways, because we also consider rap is talk. Like Ant was saying, like, well, ain't talking rap. We called it real rap. You know what I'm saying? When you talking that real rap, you're not just mixing and vibing, and you saying some real words. So we want to include that in it. It's just a different type of building process, learning different people, getting information on how other people think about the same topics, and gradually growing and manifesting something magnificent from out of the blue.
Yeah. So what's one thing that you can say that sets TRBRC apart from BRC, Battle Rap Community?
Oh, the difference is, okay, I see you. I see you. The difference is we really do care about the direction everything is actually going.
The culture.
And right, it's not like the BRC is almost like just riding the wave and supporting the transformation.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not just supporting the transformation, we're willing to dissect the transformation and see if it's something that should be added to the viewers contractually. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what the subscription is. They want you to subscribe to something. But if it isn't a genre that should be developed into, then people need to talk about it. Now, the other side may not talk about it. They may state the same information. It's like the news. If you ever seen like a clip of the news saying the same thing, You go to channel 6. Oh, it's about to rain. It's 70 degrees. Oh, it's about to rain. You hitting everybody and they saying the same exact key phrase. You like, hey, they are transitional with what this transition is. It's one circuit and everybody's saying the same thing. So there isn't nobody really being completely honest. They riding the wave and they want to see more of that wave because that was beneficial for whatever their intentions are.
I ain't gonna lie, that's why I fuck with TRBRC. I started watching battle rap because I felt like it was getting commercial, and then me talking to YMF, and he pretty much felt the same way. We might not agree on the same battlers at all, but we have the same premise on what we're looking for. So that's the only. That's where I get 90% of my battle rap information. Even though I can look at it myself, I just be wanting to hear what y'all got to say about it. So I appreciate y'all giving y'all opinions because I'll be like the black sheep of the community anyway. Because I'll be disagreeing with every damn thing, but at least I'll be having an argument. I don't just be like, no, fuck that. I'll be having an argument.
Yeah, there's respect for dialogue.
You done been through a lot. Mine's have been through a lot. Damn TRBRC. But yeah, I respect everything y'all do, man. That's where I go to get my damn information from. Y'all make sure y'all check out the TRBRC podcast. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I know that you said that you've done a lot of creating. You create a lot of this and a lot of that. I see that mighty nice that black snapback that you got on your head right now.
Oh yeah. I'm still working.
Talk to us about that.
Man, I got a lot of different things that's coming. TRBRC, Enlightened, Illumination, YMF. The whole gang. It's just so many people. It gets to a point that it's hard to just start going down a list of names because there's just so many names and so many moving parts. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say salute to everybody because it's everybody. Everybody's a participant. So they're part of TRBRC. We're working on the way for y'all to have some merch from TRBRC.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really excited to get my hands on that merchandise right there because that's a really nice hat that you put together. From what I know, you made that there at home.
Oh yeah. No, I do. Man, 3D printers. I'm working on a way. I'm waiting. I wanted to melt some metal a long time ago, but I'm just waiting to melt some metal. I just do too many things. I just like doing things. I'm an activities person.
You're always into something. I remember even I don't remember if it was right before the battle or right before the Guinness book or right after it. You made contraption to where you could get 360-degree camera angle.
Oh yeah. That's when I was making the sculpture of the faces, and I made my own caricature, and I had made a whole device so that way it goes around. So that way, if anybody else wanted one, so I don't have to feel like I'm being selfish, I got a contraption that you can have your own figurine of yourself.
Right. That is.
And then the corona hit and took away my opportunity.
You're so creative. Like your creativity is limitless from what I can tell. You know what I'm saying? Because you use so many parts of your brain that a lot of people don't use. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you and I come in contact with you and we have our little interactions or whatever, you're always doing something different and you're always breaking something down and putting it back together into something else and creating and manipulating things to where it's going to work for you or for your customers or for whoever it is. And you're just a talented individual all the way around. So I'm fortunate
that's appreciation.
That our paths crossed.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Hey, Enlightened, I remember last year you and Jim Stone battled on my channel acapella. It seemed like y'all battled like damn 3 hours. That was a classic one. Hey, y'all, the guy, the person, the GOAT, the Enlightened Illumination, he's the one that did the intro for Dragon's Lair Entertainment. What up, Mailman in the building?
What up,
man? The intro for the Dragon's Lair Entertainment Battle Rap League. And we about to get into that as soon as I get it queued up.
Yeah, definitely. Let me get this screen shared. But I did ask because when I did start Dragon's Lair Battle Rap League Edition, I asked Enlightened Illumination to create a song for me, a theme song for Dragon's Lair Entertainment. And I said I need it by, you know, and I gave him a deadline, and man, this guy pulled through with the hottest song. And here we're gonna play it right now. This is Dragon's Lair Entertainment Battle Rap League Edition theme song.
You Enlightened Illumination. Home of the battler, not for the happy stuff. Lyrics burning, scrabble up. Better get your grammar up. No jokes, no folks. Who be gagging up? Back 'em up. Top 10 hit. Get your status up. It's not a game, dog. Spit some flames, dog. Build your name, dog. Better work your brain hard. Training St. Dog, cause winning should be your main dog. The tracker's name called Unleash the Tame, y'all. Welcome to the league for the heavy hot spitter. Dragon Lair, ENT, fire rock lit up. Bring your best, anything less, bottom shot ripped up. Better not slip up, body bag shipped up. In the beginning, shining diamonds glistening. It was written, the fruit was bitten. Born crime, pouring nines is spitting. It's a cold world, put on mittens. Still too hot to grip a vision. Another brother mission. He was on a mission. Impossible to top the goal that was given. Ghetto with tropical living. Son, stay by the side in the troubled times. To the rise, elevated lift, man. Welcome to the league for the heavy hot spitter. Dragon Lair, ENT, fire rock lit up. Bring your best, anything less, bottom shot ripped up. Better not slip up, body bag shipped up. You want some? You in the right place, you can get it. Told you it here, survival of the fittest. Came into the lion's den, then you seen a dragon. You was thinking that you had a wish, it's not Aladdin. Better stay your crown, now we ready off for war here. You don't understand this sound, now we brought the horse near. You can hear the trumpet blow, now it's about to go down. You don't wanna have no war, now it's time for showdown. Welcome to the league for the heavy hot spitter. Dragon Lair, ENT, fire rock lit up. Bring your best, anything less, bottom shot ripped up. Better not slip up, body bag shipped up. You don't belong here, gotta get your bars up. You be playing all kinds of strings, that guitar stuff. You ain't even ready for the atmosphere, you starstruck. Step into my ring, hit him with that hard stuff. You don't wanna be the best, why you even here, man? Guaranteed we ultimate fighters, no gear, man. Looking at the wall, they be swearing there's a game involved. You don't wanna see how we get hot, this flame is hard. Welcome to the league for the heavy hot spitter. Dragon Lair, ENT, fire rock lit up. Bring your best, anything less, bottom shot ripped up. Better not slip up, body bag shipped up.
Yo, that was fire, EI. What, like, you created that in a very short amount of time, very short period of time. Like, what was your inspiration? I know you were trying to, you know, you incorporated Dragon's Lair Entertainment into that, but what else did you, obviously battle rap, you know what I'm saying? But like, how did you come up with something so amazing?
Well, the first thing was I made the beat. So I put the beat together. Then after I put the beat together, I hit the button like 2 or 3 times. No, I hit the button 5 times. And then after that, I was done. And I sent it to you. I equalized it and tried to master it the best I could on a quick note. And then I sent it to you. All of that pretty much was freestyle.
Man, one take.
And I was trying to do it one take.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said it was like 5 or 6. Some of them was I just cut off and just
okay.
And that's what it was.
Yeah, you did. You really did. You're insanely talented. And what other projects do you have going on? Like, where can they find the merchandise that you're wearing, you know, yourself now? Where can they find you?
All right, what's going on? I got enlightenedillumination.com coming. You know, we got a bunch of different websites and everything that's going to come to one portal. So I might have one website tied to all the different websites that I've been working on, and then have it tied in, and the redirections just probably just have a pop open to another window so you don't forget where you came from, because there's so many stores that's going to be connected. So what I'm working on is building like a supermarket, you know, online. So, you know, you heard it here first before Walmart, you know, get in there and change up the game, you know. But that's basically what I would rather do, because it's a lot of us. And I feel like everybody should have their own platform, you know.
Right.
And I just want to tell somebody, hey, if you want to find that platform, you can find it here.
Nice.
Hey, Enlightened Illumination, thanks for being on Smoked Out. You've been on like 2 or 3 of them shit.
Oh, yeah,
Well, you
every
made great.
time. Every time you say it, I say, all right, whatever. You know how I do. My job be just like Mason. You like, all right, I'll be telling you, it'll be done in like 1 or 2 days.
Now, yeah, greatness took a couple days, but that shit was worth it. He was like, how much longer?
But it wasn't me. No, it was just because I wasn't able to get to the point to do it. That's the whole thing. I just had to try to work around the schedule, you know.
You want a video, but when you dropped it, I was like, yeah, that's it right here. That's something you riding the whip to. If that song don't give you motivation, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. You know what? You're right though, because I had to do the video. I had to make the beat. I had to make the tracks. Then I had to edit it. Yeah, it did take some days because you said you wanted the video, so you got me on making the video. But I had to do a quick jump. So I was like, I'm gonna do this puzzle. So I started putting the puzzle together, and I timed myself to the music so that way it fit the song.
I know the puzzle did the whole video. Like I was like, yo, this motherfucker is genius right here. That's Mike and her joint right there. Life is what you make it, called Greatness.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Great. What up, Angel Dust in the building? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah,
salute to everybody in the chat. Yes, sir.
Questions in the chat for EI, and then you know, just to add to what you were talking about the greatness song, you know, just everything you do is to the next level. Like you said, it wasn't just a song that you had to make. You had to do the beat behind it, and then you had to record it, and then you had to mix it down, and then you also had to create a video for it that, you know, went with it, that was, you know, that you could put on Smoked Out. And so, you know, I feel that you wear a lot of different hats. What is it? Jack of all trades. And I don't want to say master of none, because you've mastered everything. Like you go out, you set out to master everything that you learn. And that's one of the things that I really respect you for, is because you take that understand the process down to even gardening. You know what I'm saying? We talked way before coronavirus even started. We were talking about, you know, buying seeds and stuff, you know, so we can grow our vegetables and plants and food.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were delicious.
Yeah. He put a whole garden out in his backyard. Like he had everything growing. So like I with, you know, boxes of batteries from laptops, and, you know, you just like you gather them all and you break them down and turn it into the next creation, and you have solar powered stuff. Like you're just a genius.
Yo, hey, I came at it like early. I said, this motherfucker makes everything from scratch. Why is his phone tripping? He's like, yo, what's hey, no, listen, learn all those crafts. All that Holly wants to know that. Shout out to Holly on Demand. Make sure you check OnlyFans.
Okay, yeah, she said, what was the question?
How long does it take to learn all those crafts?
It all depends upon how much you want to learn.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing.
But how long did it take you to get comfortable with what you're doing?
Which one though? I mean, which one in particular?
Huh? Like making a beat. How long it took you to learn how to actually make a beat? Because them last two beats was yours, and them shits is fire.
I guess it takes some let's say years over the years because I can't really that kind of question is hard because I've been playing piano, I play the trumpet, I play the cornet, so I play instruments, so it's a little bit different. I can't really tell you because it wouldn't be honest or fair to people who never really had previous experience with musical instruments.
Hey, I swear you know how to answer questions because that was a perfect fucking answer. Like, yeah, I really feel you on that. Yeah, what good has come out of COVID for you?
It's a test. I feel like to me, it's just a test,
Yeah,
and in
hey,
that process, huh?
hey, now if you taking the red pill right now, do your thing. So
Yeah.
whatever he's about to say, ain't got shit to do with me or May. This is Enlightened Illumination. What he wants to say about what's come out of what's good came out of COVID for him. There you go, do your thing.
All right. So I think different people are starting to think a little bit more on if you're gonna get isolated, you're gonna have to learn how to control your thoughts a whole lot better. Because when you decide that programming is the best way for you and you indulge into, like I always ask people, what is the thing that you can see on TV that brings goodness to you? Just name one show for real, that is just pure. And when you finish it, you just feel like you done did a drug that made you feel like anything is possible. Because at the end, you feel devastated. It's something that is keep taking pieces. I feel like I was given the opportunity to really kind of zone in and keep. They say it's ADD ain't good. I think ADD for the ADD people, don't ever use that as an excuse. You just got to learn how to balance and find that everything is connected. So just because you're learning how to play the keyboard doesn't mean that when you eventually get on that DAW, that keyboard won't transfer onto that DAW. And you start learning how to bring everything together where it makes it easier to make everything make sense. Because it seems like everything is related. So if I want to make a shirt or if I want to make a beat, I'm still cutting something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta still design something. So when you get into a design, you think about how you want it to be, and then you'll figure it out. So when you're given the time and not distracted, you can figure a lot of things out. And the more you do it, the more that it becomes muscle memory, and the easier figuring things out becomes, and putting things together and saying, you know what, this ain't really trash. Why is you throwing this away when we can be using this at something else other than what they intended it for it to be?
Yep. Yeah. Facts. So you've seen growth in a lot of people that you associate yourself with then through this
Oh
whole
yeah,
COVID.
YMF been steady working though. I'm gonna tell you what, he been pushing that TRBRC podcast, and he been we're on it like super hard. Like he on me, and that's why I'm telling it. Like it's not that it's the time. The time because I help in when people get accustomed to something, it's hard. It's like Terry is hard. I can't fault the people for feeling abandoned. So I gotta try to balance everything. So why not been holding the fort
Yeah.
down?
Mm.
Hey, you remember I was trying to get you and YMF to do a show with just y'all two like last year?
Uh-huh.
It was a story. I was like, so how about y'all just do it and I can help bring in this and that. Hey, shout out to YMF because he's been on it. He's
Shout out
been
to
Yeah,
on it.
he has.
favorite.
Yeah. Shout out
That's
to
nasty.
He mad at me. I ain't gonna lie. He mad. He like, hey, you gotta get in here, man. Where you at? What are you doing? I've been on it. I'm like, you have though, bro. Now, they ain't gonna remember you. They ain't gonna remember you, man. What are you doing? Yeah, no, why?
Well,
Why
I
not
guess
be on it?
they do respect your thought processes and your opinions and your level of teaching that you bring. You know what I'm saying? And positivity. And I think that, both of you guys together, are a great duo. Shout out to everybody else in TRBRC, but
Yeah, shout out to the whole squad.
shout out to the whole squad. There's a
none of the other members, you know what I'm saying? This is last year. It was just us three talking.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to get everything done. Shout out to me.
Salute you too, Ed. Salute. Well, you do.
Ant is the one that actually suggested that I head over to TRBRC, and that's where I met you and YMF and DM3 and Ilflo Spitta and the Bull Flint. Like, just there's tons of people in TRBRC, but I've really made strong connections with, a handful of you, and you included. You're definitely at the top up there with YMF. So thank you guys for all the support that you've given and all the lessons that you've taught me in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Ant for even, recommending that I go over there, because I haven't been into battle rap or just basically freestyle, since the early or the late 80s, early 90s, type of, and that's what I was used to. I wasn't familiar with this whole, production, produced, commercialized side of battle rap. But you guys definitely, taught me a whole great deal to where I was able to even start my own league. So shout out to you guys. I mean, you guys just have done amazing things together, and then for me, and then with me, and we have so much more coming up. You guys just don't know, but EI definitely has a hand in a lot of it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. While you've been talking, I felt like I was in a Harvard class the whole time.
Oh man.
Hey, EI makes sculptures of people. Like, he can make an action figure of them. He can do everything. Like I said, I wanted to call you Blank, man. I'm like, he be making. I said, you made your phone from scratch. Why didn't you get the camera? I was like,
yeah. Super Wi-Fi, connection or something. You know what I'm saying? Like something that's like so powerful that there's no way it's that connection is gonna drop or get,
Hey, Lord. Gotta have a suit on or something. That radiation gonna be strong as a mug, boy.
The Enlightened Illumination full body radiation suits. What color they do?
I was thinking about making it though. How you gonna be telling people what I'm working on? You gotta be protected from all this Wi-Fi, 5G and all that.
Hey, you put it on Instagram so you let them see it first.
No, that was just a regular hazmat suit, so that's all right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about that. The other one, that's always in development,
So you were even teaching, on your YouTube channel, how to go about making a candle, a long-lasting candle, because if the electricity goes out, then we have to have some form of light and heat and stuff like that.
You gotta cook in.
What materials did you use, and why did you choose those materials?
Crisco, yo. We all grew up on Crisco. You know what I mean? You know what that joint is? That joint will do his job if you needed to. You ain't gotta eat it, but you still can light it.
And so what did you use? You used Crisco and what else?
An emergency candle. That's it.
But you used
long enough to go to the bottom.
A wick that goes all the way to the bottom, and then you just light that, and you have a candle for how many days does a large thing of Crisco last?
You can have maybe about 20 days off that joint, maybe 36, depending on what kind of size can you get. If you get that big anti-mama can, look, here go my hand, right? It's all the way off the screen. You get that big round one right there, you might have like a whole 72 days out that joint.
Wow.
Yeah. Right?
So the wax mixed with the oil.
Yeah, but the oil, but you know how it do it when it melts, it goes away from the wick. You know what I'm saying? As long as if you make it, if you have it right and not looking crazy and lopsided, you got it flat. The time release of it is going to make sure that it doesn't really burn the candle out. But when you start moving it around, the wax or the grease or whatever start moving around, it suffocates the flame because it coats the wick. All the wick is doing is burning down a little bit at a time, trying to get underneath that oil for real. It's not trying to ignite the oil. It's trying to get underneath to finish down the string. It's just trying to go down the string. That's all it want to do. You just trying to slow it down.
Nice. Very, very interesting. And I'm actually sharing your YouTube page and your Instagram page so people can find you. I also want to share the TRBRC because you do be getting on that podcast and you know, spitting your truth and your knowledge to the people. So I want to make sure that they're find you.
You know, the whole time we've been on the 24/7 live, I didn't even say before the 24/7 live, I didn't put it back up. So it's running right now while we've been on and pretty much running for like the last 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, you know what? I saw that post. I thought you guys were doing a reunion. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. They're back in the saddle. But it was a re-upload. But it was so awesome to be able to, you know, watch those things back. I had just yesterday I was rewatching a show from a year ago where I was in the chat and you know, like we barely met. You know what I'm saying? So it was really dope.
Hey, Dave. Dave Moon in the building. Hey, yeah, you funny as hell. You funny as
Energy Day Moon still want to get a track with you.
All right, we can do it though. We gonna set it up.
Heck yeah, I'm really, you know, she's doing some amazing things right now, and for you to,
I see. Salute the Energy Day Moon. Steady working, yeah. Definitely.
Have you helped any artists? Like as in management or not management, but maybe like you know, just giving them direction and whatnot. How many artists have you really spent time?
This is the thing. This is what I'm gonna say, right? I can't call them like artists and whatever the term. I turn them to like monsters because when you actually around me, I rap so much that you have no choice but to kind of tune in if you want to be around and be a participant, and then it becomes a bad habit. You know what I'm saying? So I make a lot of artists because that's just something I like to do. When we're around, eventually you're gonna wind up rapping. We're gonna wind up having a session.
Definitely. And so have you ever sat down, like say an artist comes to you, have they ever asked you, hey, can you help develop me, or can you, you know, teach me, you know, how you do stuff, or is it something?
No, not really, not in that extent, because I'm a freestyler. So what I do is I teach them to cultivate on the spot instead of, you know, taking the time to try to figure out the right words, but mentally deciding it as you know, because a lot of times people just talking, they ain't even thinking about what they're saying out their mouth. It's a little bit more complex. So if you can do it
5 minutes ahead,
huh?
You gotta think like 5 minutes ahead.
Right. So when you get into that zone, your language, your regular speech is going to be way better if you become a more habitual freestyler and actually know that you're choosing what you're saying.
Hey, Damon said, how did you learn freestyle?
Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It was done. It just made sense. I mean, they forced me to be a rapper.
So you was the first grade, and the teacher was telling you how to give it up. Well, that's kindergarten work, which I was just reiterating it. And you just started spitting. You just started spitting.
The hottest song that ever was written was the ABCs, yo.
Really?
Hand up. Legendary.
Can you perform? Can you do something with it now?
What, the ABC? A to the B, C to the D, E to the F to the G, yeah, H to the I, J to the K, L to the M, and O to the P, Q to the R, S to the T, U to the V, W, X, Y to the Z. Man, I know my ABC. Yeah.
Hey.
Tell her what happened. Turn him into a rapper. Should have never showed him the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s.
So, hey, who are your influences as far as rap music, R&B, rock? Who influenced you?
All of them, really. I feel like because they had it out there to the public, I just picked up on different things, and then I just threw them in the melting pot like Virginia, and then I came out with my own blend.
Energy Day Moon says you are a legend.
Salute Energy Day Moon. I said your name wrong. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I want to repeat it, but I was caught.
That's okay.
Energy Day Moon. Got you.
You got a website, or you got a way people can buy your merch? They can cop one of the Enlightened Illumination fitted. All different colors. Let them see the logo on. Oh, and Enlightened got some he got some Italian leather kicks. He got, hey, you got, hey. You got that suit. Like, really? Let us know what's up. We're gonna
he's like the jack of all trades, master of all. You know what I'm saying? When he sets his mind to doing something, he gets it done. Where can they find your merch?
He made me.
It's the link is coming. I just gotta make sure. I want everybody to have, because you got your store and everything. What I want to do is, once everything is really kind of close together, I want the outlet to be available. So it's not just really me. I want the outlet, you know, and that's how I wanted to really grow. So it is ready. I can start doing it right now, but I prefer to get the outlet ready. Because you got your joint working right now, right? You've been dabbling and getting your joint.
Cheese.company.site. You can get Team Stone merch on there and get some G-Duff merch. But yeah,
man.
Sure,
go ahead, my fault. Say it again. You didn't get it all out clear.
440tees.company.site. Now, shout out to Gutter.
Hey, shout out to Gutter. Hey, so
where do you get your inspiration from?
Man, I get my inspiration straight from God, yo. Because I exist, and that's all I need to have for inspiration. I get it straight from God, yo. Because nothing really should really even happen. None of this should even occur. This doesn't even make sense in reality. So I get it all from God, because none of it makes sense, but it all happens.
I understand you on that. I feel you.
The blood inside the body, inside some skin, with some membranes wrapped around some other things, with cells and neutrons and stuff, eventually gets to say, hey, I thought of something. But it all happens.
Neutrons.
I was asking before my computer spazzed out on me. I was asking, how can I get some of those real Italian leather Enlightened Illumination TRBRC kicks?
All right, now those right now you can get them from Alive Shoes. I can drop you all the link. Y'all checking the chat information. Right now I only got my phone. I was trying to be simple, you know. Y'all gonna make me go to work and start pulling desks and stuff close.
Give me the link and I'll type it in for you if you have it.
I got a Team Smoke shoe from the Wallace Lord election. If you enter the promo code, you're like 20% off. It's for real. It's my addition. So shout out to Wallace Lord.
Oh yeah, no, that's my dude. That's my guy. Wallace Lord got some. Look, if y'all, this is what I want y'all to do. Y'all really want the link, hit up Wallace Lord. Wallace Lord got the shoes too, and he got his own shoes. So he'll share both of the links with you. So hit up Wallace Lord so you can get the information for his shoes and my shoes at the same spot. And then y'all be like, "Why? Who are these people?" So Enlightened sent me.
Yeah. But to get my joints, the promo code is
the promo code.
Yeah.
The promo code. Nah, Wallace Lord made me. It's a Team Smoke edition, and the
Oh,
promo
okay.
code is Team Smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out
Right,
to
Wallace Lord got all the links for the shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I
We
mean?
posted after the video.
Yeah, we'll make sure to put it up in the description and in the comments. But I definitely already posted your YouTube channel, the Real BRC channel is up in there.
TLBRC.edu. I mean, I can give you all the links. I mean, but they're not fully active yet. So you got TLBRC.education. Okay.
Right.
For the people who want to be creators and innovators in the digital world with Adobe, if you sign up, we're going to have something available very soon. You sign up, you can be in to get the Adobe suite, the entire jump for $20 a month straight from Adobe. You ain't got to rip nothing off like back in the day. You know how people used to go ahead and get it. Just go ahead and give them the $20 a month, and you'll have full access to everything and updates. You got UI, you got XI, you got Photoshop, Lightroom, all that. We're going to have a system for you for the education so you can learn how to be better at what you're trying to do and have lessons and stuff to go with it. Just remember, TLBRC.education is definitely coming very, very soon because we want you to start. So don't think it's gonna be too much longer. Y'all keep out. If y'all interested, y'all can write it down. If y'all want the whole Adobe suite, I know somebody might be like, it's $20. Look, I'm telling you, it's absolutely worth it because they really want like 75. You know what I mean? They really want like 75. So
yeah, that's a deal. That definitely is a deal.
You know, so we're gonna put you on with that.
For EI, Enlightened Illumination, any last questions for my guy? EI, what you got planned for next year? What's your goals for next year?
My goals for next year is keep progressing and be satisfied with what I got and have expectations for what I'm trying to achieve. And then hopefully the people around me are doing the same thing. And if not, hopefully I have the time and the availability to help them, and they have the time and availability to help me. And as long as we're doing that, next year will be great too.
Definitely. I want to know, out of everything that you've ever created, everything that you've had a hand in creating, what it would you say would be, I don't know if it's fair to ask about the number one, but hey, what's the top 5 things that you're most proud of being a part of or creating or doing? Like, what are the 5 top highlights of your life?
The ability to desire to help people. You know what I'm saying? As like a real desire. Like it'd be a reward not to help somebody. You be like, oh no, I shouldn't do that. You know, you be talking to yourself why you shouldn't help somebody. That part right there, I'm like, I'm just proud of that. I just like that. I don't want that to go away where I don't want to help nobody and it's all about me. Like, you know what? For real, if I wanted to type attitude and get real sour and bitter, I just want to make people better and help them, and then they in return help me. So I think that's one of my best and favorite things, helping a person and making them want to help somebody else, even if that somebody else is me in return or anybody. You know what I mean? They just that spirit. So I think that's the number one thing that I feel like I've been working on and that I've been practicing and just trying to perfect the art of helping contagious.
If someone wants to support or send you any, donations or whatnot, what's your PayPal info?
Shoot, you can hit me at on time star at outlook.com. On time star at outlook.com. That's for PayPal. Yep, on time star at outlook.com. Because you're never late to be it's never late to be a star. It's never too late to be a star. So that's one of my things I got, on time star, because it's never too late to be a star.
Let's see. I'm gonna put that in the chat right now.
And then the Cash App is $10 to win.
Okay. Let's see. And Team Smoke. Ant, you got anything else for us? Any other questions for EI? And anything else you want to share with us, Enlightened?
I just want to see if Ed got a question. He leaned forward like,
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. Appreciate you goddamn doing what you do.
I must have took too
I
long on
know
that
you're
number
busy.
one though. I already said one thing and helping people. We moving on to the end. Number one, number two, number three, number four, and number five. Go ahead, we will close out now, y'all. The hymn number is page 35. That's his best with
Oh yeah, part of you coming out. Oh, definitely. Hey, Enlightened, man, you cool as shit, man. Appreciate everything you do for everybody because you're a very good person. I know you genuine as shit, man. And I
Yeah.
know I'll get my charger. I'll get my charger, like my grinder when it's done. Enlightened made me a fucking grinder, y'all.
Oh
He
wow.
sent me the he sent me the pictures of it. So this is he's trying to build it from scratch. So you know he's got to make the metal himself. So he's gonna send me a wooden. Look at it. Man, I'm smoking. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna send the cash app.
Well, the Cash App and your PayPal is linked in the chat. So for anybody who wants to send any donations or any tips to EI or help support his next project, those are the links you can get him at. PayPal is at ontimestar@outlook.com, and the cash tag for the Cash App is $102WIN 10 to win.
10 to win. Yeah, that's love.
Doing on Outlook.com. What's that one of them joints I can't get seen by the government? Outlook.
Go ahead, get you a bit.ly.com. Bit.ly. bit.ly. There you go. Real quick one.
Not good. Thank you for all your hard work and content contributions. Keep rising.
Oh, y'all steady working, man. Y'all doing a great job. I see y'all innovativeness, and cooperativeness, and y'all building, a wonderful platform.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. All of us that keep this shit going. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, we're excited. Oh, yeah. Thank you for coming on tonight and agreeing to do this interview. It's always a pleasure to have any kind of time with you because I always learn something from you, and if I'm not learning something, I'm getting that positive energy and that encouragement to go to that next level. So it's always a pleasure.
Oh yeah. The main thing is you always got to remember when you contradict yourself, you got to contradict the contradiction that makes it right. You feel me?
Yep.
Look at the ceiling like what that?
Okay.
Hey, that's gonna be a new slogan. That's gonna be 2021. Contradict the contradiction.
So pretty much, don't tell somebody not to do some shit that you doing. Take your same advice. Yeah.
I mean,
layman's term.
No. But this is the blaming term is this. Basically, the contradict the contradiction is you said I am going to work out. Then you contradict yourself. I ain't able to do that. Then you contradict it by saying, yeah, I can. I can do that. I can definitely do that. That's the contradiction of the contradiction.
I love it. Shout out to Lord Chess in the building.
This is why we don't smoke Reggie kids. Why you spell Reggie like somebody's name, motherfucker? Like, damn.
I know.
Like, hey, man, who's Reggie? Reggie Miller? Or you meant regular weed? Because that's what you got. So who man is Chess D for coming through with one of the worst beginning comments ever? Yeah. That's Reggie Kids. So who is Reggie? It's not Reggie. That's how you spelled it.
What
So
and what does Reggie's what do the kids of Reggie have anything to do with what we're talking about?
like, I don't know fucking Reggie. Like, why'd you come in? He wants to say this is why you don't smoke regular weed. I don't know, but this is why we don't smoke. Reggie, kids. All right, man. We don't know Reggie. Your regular shout is not good. We know regular shit. We don't know Reggie.
Yeah, we never regular.
Wait. Now I'm about to fucking snap. I'm just trying. Shawty, do a 360.
Shawty, do a 360. He need to spend some time with Enlightened Illumination. He'll get your car.
Like you've been in here listening to the light the whole time, and then you come in here with this slurred speech. I'm just 60. Why do you want what's you want her to dunk? She wants you to dunk. Hey, he wants you to do a 3 dunk. I guess. Nah, he's not high because he smoked Reggie. He's drunk. He's drunk.
Hey, that's hilarious.
How many projects you got going on right now as we speak?
Man, too many. At least I finished the shed.
Nice.
Said, dude on the left recording with
They're recording with a toaster.
Hey, whose man is this? This ain't not. This ain't a channel where motherfuckers think that's funny, Lord Chef. That shit is stupid as fuck. What? Nobody calm him now. He good, man. He just really ain't got nothing to do tonight, man.
Oh man.
Shut up. Like, you gotta come to good troll game. Like, this is not good. We in here with fucking Enlightened Illumination, and you come in here with this ignorant shit after he sit here talking to us like a goddamn scholar. You gonna come in here and then with a double A toaster. You're not even gonna spell West. Like, just spell it out. So at least that would have been correct sentence you came in here with. Then I would have been like, all right, baby, he just fucked up.
And you know, speaking of a toaster, I bet you Enlightened Illumination can deconstruct that and make something else out of it and make it into like a 50 slice toaster.
I got the pot right here.
Look, told you. Those are the coils, the heating element for the toaster.
Y'all play too much. I'm doing too much. I'm chilling. I'm gonna chill out.
Chef, what you think the fucking point of a backdrop is, bitch? That's all you need to see. Why are you coming in here being invasive? You want to see Reggie?
It's all good. Guy up here, and
you want to see my room?
Enlightened here. He's one of the most creative individuals I've ever had the opportunity of meeting and creating an amazing relationship. And we have never met physically in person. So I really I can't wait for the time for the day that we get to meet in person, face to face, because I owe you a whole debt of gratitude.
I thank y'all too, man. Thank you too, Maylene. You and Ant, man. Y'all's inspirational yourselves. Y'all ain't too shabby.
Lord Chesty.
Hey, the goal is to always elevate, to the next level of your own being. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that you're trying to go against somebody else or compete with anybody else. But I think the main goal is to elevate yourself and become a better you that you can be. So Enlightened Illumination, you want to leave them with any encouraging words before we check out?
Yeah. Hey, read that comment.
Somebody put day one, so I'm the type to turn bus. Well, hey, if you're my day one, I'm your day one too, bitch. You work both ways. How about that?
Hey.
Look, my last encouraging words for y'all is, you know what I mean, anything possible. If you believe you can achieve it, you will. But in the process, when you disbelieve you could do it, you stuck. So choose wisely.
Facts. Facts. And you have any other questions for EI before we check out? Unless you want to stay.
Wait, Lord, I knew you meant that too, but I just had to come at you because I knew you wasn't talking about me, bitch. You know, he was talking about you, EI, but I took that for you. EI.
What he say? No, let me hear that. What he say?
No disrespect, Enlightened Illumination. Like, that shit serious as fuck. That's one thing I can't allow because he be telling, and you don't want him to body you because shit can happen, but we not doing that ever. Like, it is.
Heard you.
Shit. So, none of these. Hey, Lord Chef's funny. Come back sometime.
Well, congratulations on the 1 year anniversary of you rapping for 26 hours and 32 minutes straight for the Guinness Book of World Records. You killed that shit. I'm excited for you to do it again. You said before the year is up, you're going to get this, you're going to go at it again?
Yeah, I'm trying to set up the right situation so I can make it happen and actually get to that time limit.
You know, I have no doubt that you're going to exceed those expectations of what you planned for yourself, because you've always went above and beyond. Thank you for taking the time out to come here with us tonight and let us all get to know you a little bit better.
Appreciate it. I definitely will. I'm gonna stay working, you know. Ain't over that joint having a good old time. Everyone fell into the cut reading the conversation. Man, we might as well get the rubies out of the stomachs, yo. Hey, you might as well get the rubies out of the stomachs, man.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
No, but if you're talking about Lord Chess or regular joking ass, I'm gonna leave them alone. Like,
I was talking about the treasure trolls, because it's sure as a treasure to watch you trip off the troll.
Oh, you're welcome, Mister. This the spot. I'm the troll whisperer. So I'm sorry. I just, you know, he came here to see you though, Enlightened Illumination. Maybe he one of your trolls.
Maybe he is.
He said none of these motherfuckers got pants on. I don't know what kind of room or environment he's in and who the people that he's talking about that he's with that they don't have pants on. But apparently he'd rather be in our chat than, you know, looking around the room that he's in, saying because they don't got any pants on.
He good. Blood diamond. Hey, he funny as shit. He probably was watching Jag early this morning. Hey, it's all. Fuck watches that. Hey, real like, and this was a great show. You funny as hell. Shout out to Not Good. Shout out to everybody that came through. May, this was great. Enlightened, anything else, man, because he saw we try to leave. We got Lord Chesney. That sounds like a fucking state. Some shit,
or a belt.
Could sum up Enlightened Illumination is he's a boss. He's a beast of a boss and a boss of a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, he tackles everything and that he sets his mind to. So once again, salute. Shout out to you, EI.
Salute to everybody, man. Y'all great, man.
And then, you know, anything you need help with, you know, everything that you got going on, you need me, you know, I'm ready to tap in anytime.
Heard you. Most definitely.
Yeah. It's been a great show.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I enjoy myself. Have fun on here.
Dragon's Lair Entertainment, TRBRC, Enlightened Illumination.
Team Smoke.
Hey, y'all, we out. Great show.
TRBRC.